Hello, hello, hello. It is Aliatana, and I am back with another speed build for you today. So it's just my lovely voice today, not my face. I'm sorry. Honestly, not really sure how I'm gonna. I don't want to distract you, you know? Like, I want you to look at this build, not my face, okay? So, anyway, how is everyone doing? Recently, I think this week there's been a lot of stuff going on in the Sims community. Mainly the announcement of a new kit called the Industrial Loft Kit, I think is the name. Uh, but it does have a lot of vibes that I find are very similar to things like Machino stuff and eco lifestyle. So I kind of decided to just kind of try and build a tiny home because I was inspired by the fact that there's a lot of factories that become converted into lofts and it has this vibe. But I wanted to make it like a tiny home. So I wanted it to be something interesting, something that people, would be able to gain extra skill relationship from in their Sims. And it's got a little bit of, character. So, building out the frame now, this was a real struggle. Oh my goodness. Trying to close this roof. My goodness. Sometimes glitches in this game just bother me, and it really bothers me a lot. But I move on and deal with it. So we finally figured it out. But basically, this is a one bathroom loft in a old factory, and it's called the Tiny Factory. So um, I was really this little lot at the end here in Newcrest, beside the river. I thought it was a really cute spot. I have this vision here with the landscaping you'll see in a second that makes it private, sort of, but also you get to enjoy that view of the river. So, you know, there's a reason. And then obviously the skylight's perfect for this build because there's no other rooms upstairs that can cut into it. So it's perfect. So I had to put one in. And I figured there would definitely be a skylight in a factory, you know? That seems like something that would happen. They needed to put as much light in as possible, right? So yeah, I mean, realistically, this would be a very small factory. I don't know who would have, what you would have produced here, but love these windows from Machino stuff. Always have. That was kind of the inspiration behind the whole window controversy. I think. If you didn't see that, maybe check it out on Twitter. That's all I'll say. But on that note, though, I got inspired by it all, and I haven't bought the kit yet. I just want to wait until that window was going to be available right away. The window from the image because that's the window I want, you know. But I just don't want to get it right away. I just don't think it makes sense. So, you know, I did end up adding to this place as well a balcony upstairs. So there's kind of like a walkout upstairs. You'll see. I'll build it out in a second. And keeping the tiny home under 100 tiles was kind of the struggle, right? Because it feels like you are not doing anything, but then it counts. Like that counted as a floor. And I was like, no, I'm going to be deleting it, you know? So I had to fix that. But it's fine. We fixed it. See, all good. But yeah, I really like the clear glass. Oh, this is get together glass, actually. So combination of eco lifestyle get together and machino stuff is mostly this place, but there is a lot of other stuff. I'm sorry. It's just the way that I operate. But you can download this place if you would like. You can just, go to my galleries directly, and hopefully you can find it. But yeah, the loft bedroom upstairs was a fun little space, and that I used that little nook there, yeah, for a little desk because I thought it was a good spot for it. Um, it we didn't have a space downstairs, so might as well use it. And then yeah, four poster bed, of course. That is the one thing I do like the bed from the new pack, although it is apparently only one energy, so no thank you. But I don't think. Oh yes, into the bathroom now. Doing my classic. I wanted to do a walk-in shower. Obviously, it's right beside the door, so it's kind of tight. This is a very tight bathroom. Very tight to the point where I wasn't sure if it would actually work. So I decided not to risk it. And you'll see in a second. Putting the sink in made me realize this. There's no way a sim could walk through there. So I did a lot of thinking and I decided, you know what? Pull it forward. we're going to make this place slightly bigger, this bathroom, and I'm going to do it in 1 second. But it ended up working out to upstairs because the desk ended up getting moved over as well. You'll see that later too. So that really does help the situation. Just had to redo my, custom shower spot there, but that's okay. Now we have a bathroom that's functional. So this main area downstairs is the kitchen, living room, and dining room all in one. It is a multi-use space. Obviously using Dream Home Decorator. These cupboards are really nice. I like them a lot. Wasn't sure about the colors, but I mixed and matched with some colors and ended up using like the black fridge and black appliances because I've never used those like consistently. I'm usually using I'm a stainless steel type of gal. But yeah, I thought that would be a good option. That was the other thing. I was like, okay, we have some space. We have 93 tiles or whatever. Let's expand it. So I made it 97 tiles total, I think. Made a little dining nook in there. There just wasn't enough space. Like, it's a tiny home, I get it, but like, there's just no room in tiny homes. I guess that's part of the aesthetic, right? Yeah. But it made sense to put the door there. There's like a little archway entryway for the door, which is great. Gives it a little bit more there. I did think about putting a little bar stool area there, then decided on the table with 2 chairs. It just makes more sense. And then, yeah, of course, we're using tiny living stuff too because it's a tiny house. So we have tiny living, get together, eco lifestyle, and Machino are the main inspirations. I'm gonna just keep adding to my inspiration list. I'm sorry. Anyway, I love these 2 pieces. Hopefully they work together. I do play test it later, so it should be fine. Yeah, this is where I did a little bit of mixing matching. So I actually didn't use those. I used the other cupboards and went straight with the black wood. I thought it looked better. And then the vent hood could get covered properly that way. So, making small decisions like that I don't normally make. And of course, we add in as many windows as we can in this place. Only one wall has no windows on it, which I needed that for the cupboards. So yeah, it's a lot. But I feel like there would have been a lot of windows, The factories would have a lot of windows because they needed all the light as much as possible because everyone was kind of jumped in there. So anyway, on to the bathroom. I did a black and white and red sort of vibe. I jump around as well, I'm sorry, because I had ideas. But I wanted to just paint everything in the bottom floor at least, get that done. So yeah, I used Parenthood tiles there and then the paneling that goes with it. I always put columns as well if I have a separation of like a tile into a paint wall. I'll always put a column there just to put a little bit of separation. Of course, it doesn't always show up in the screenshots, but that's another story for another day and a complaint for another time. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, in this bathroom, it's very black and white, and then there's a red accent in the painting I choose. But otherwise, very black and white, clean cut lines, very modern, right? That's kind of my thought, is that this is a very modern build, considering that they've just stolen a factory and converted it into a tiny home. So, I shouldn't say stolen. They've taken a factory that was no longer being used, so it's not stolen. So the fun part, though, is using all these fun light fixtures. I did use medium wall height here. I don't normally use medium wall height, so this is a cool situation. The windows actually look good in medium wall height in Machino stuff, so went with it. It's a different vibe than I'm used to, but we go with it. Adding the decoration. So yeah, I don't normally do this either, but I added like the AC units there. I figured that was a nice outside touch there. Nobody really usually gets rid of those, right? You usually need AC still. And just decorating the place up a little bit. The nice part about doing tiny homes like this that are like 1 bedroom or 1 bathroom and that's it is it doesn't take long to furnish them inside, at least. That's always nice. But although trying to figure out this entertainment system was hard. Yeah, I ended up just choosing this black shelf. I think it just makes sense. And then, using the little plant feather plants, I guess is what it is. And then it's all very white upstairs, but then of course we're using the Dream Home Decorator accent wallpaper. It's lovely. The upstairs bedroom loft area is large. You have space for everything. Later on, you'll see I do add a few more things once I start play testing because I think, hey, I'm not sure if a sim is going to be able to walk through here, but then they can. So I'm like, okay, I'll try it out. And I added a few things. So that's exciting. I also did want to give a really expensive computer because, like, I don't want it to be jacking up the price. Like, there's a $10,000 computer that's so cute, but I don't want to add $10,000 to the value of the home just with a computer. That seems weird. So I wanted to focus that on landscaping instead. So yeah, I did put that dresser at the end of the bed. I ended up switching it out for a different dresser, but I do like that idea of them being able to just go to the end of the bed, grab their stuff. Again, very small, compact place there. Where's all the storage, right? All right, so we're starting the lighting situation now, and outdoor patio situation. So covered patio is obviously a lot easier for, you know, avoiding weather issues. Um, but I did put an outside like seating area as well. I put it in a little bit later, you'll see. But it's a very cute spot. I ended up spray painting because, couldn't afford, couldn't have tiles being counted in my tiny home. So we sprayed. And I think it looked nice. Nice little patio. And I did like the little archway there because you could have lights on either side. You're kind of like walking through a mist of light. I don't know why I like that a lot, but I do. Yeah, finding a stone that matched for upstairs was really difficult. We got there though, but I literally just put some lounge chairs because, why not? Just go out there, relax, look at the view. And then, yeah, just filling in little paintings and all of that sort of such stuff. We're going to get into landscaping real quick. I was checking the price because I wasn't sure if I wanted to use Alt Debug or not. I didn't use Alt Debug, but mostly I did add some debug stuff for sure. Um, like this whole situation basically gets changed. It gets replaced with larger debug bushes because I just wanted the height. Otherwise, though, like these plants, these flowers are so cute. I actually paid for them, like I said. I didn't want to be too bad with debug. It's always overwhelming. I do love those low-lying flowers as well, just to fill in space. And then I just found a nice tree for the front yard, a cheap little tree. I think I only spent like 1500 ish on landscaping, and the rest was debugged. But not that much was debugged realistically. So I'm actually pretty proud of myself considering. I usually go way overboard, way overboard. So, but this backyard, I wanted to have some privacy between neighbors, but I also wanted to have the view of the river. So that's where I sort of made some changes. I expanded the patio out a little bit, so it goes all the way to the end, and there is some that goes outside and not covered. So that's where I put some extra, seating area and everything. So yeah, here are the bushes, the large, huge, and in charge bushes that I ended up replacing most of the bought bushes with. Uh, filling in some gaps. And even there, I had the bushes covering the entire view, and I decided, you know what? No, I don't want that. So we opened it up, kept it nice and airy, and you see everything. There's just some flowers that, kind of finish it off on the end. But otherwise, this is where, debug is very helpful. You get some nice pieces that you normally wouldn't use. But oh yes, finding vines for the side. I really, really wanted side flowers or vines. I ended up changing them out for the Discover University ones in debug, but yeah, I really wanted those growing up the side of that factory. It's like it's been there for a while. But down by the river. So yeah, putting in the lighting here for the night, finishing it up in here. I always use these fitness stuff lights. I think they're so cool. I love them. And sizing them down makes them look cool too. So very multifaceted. But yeah, it's a very nice place. So grabbing that Discover University piece I decided on, and then we're going to jump into the tour pretty soon. But yeah, growing all over the windows. Get at me. I love it. So here we are. Oh, Knox. Okay, I hate this so much. I move a sim in and these people come and like, I don't want you here. Goodbye. So let's see. My poor sim was dying, but don't worry about that. She survived. So, here is the place. This is the tiny factory. It's got a nice view. Sorry, I needed to take screenshots and I had to get the tree and the trees fade out. So, anyway. So yeah, I love that some of the windows are propped open a little bit, but the front windows are not. So, uh, it's mostly the uppers. There's not really a bottom one. I think the back window out of the kitchen is propped open, but otherwise everything is like flat, but it's the Machino stuff. I love the windows so much in that pack. Um, my dream would be if the kit window would match the width so you can like, use it. Anyway, come on in. Here is the foyer. So you have your entrance stairway right there, your hat hook, your coat hook. There's a tiny, tiny little hallway. Literally, only one sim at a time can go by there. But that's okay. So you come in. Oh, I just realized. Yeah, you can like see the thing. I have to fix my landscaping. So that's the problem sometimes with placing landscaping is the leaves like glitch into the building. And it's like, no. So sorry, false alarm. No, well, not false alarm. Sorry. Had to get that dealt with, but we're back. So walk through this tiny little hallway and you're into the main room of the downstairs, which is the kitchen, living, dining room combination. So in the back, you can see over the dining table, I added shelving and like a painting and stuff, but the shelving I thought was super cute just below the window. And then just put some paintings and stuff on it. But yeah, this is the space downstairs. It's actually not too bad. It's pretty, there's quite a few places to sit. And then you go outside, and this is the backyard space. So you have like the seating area and then the dining area and the grill, of course. Propped open window over there. But yeah, that's the view of the river you're keeping. That's why we wanted to keep the bushes open, And then yeah, those little square path, I thought that was cute to go out to the sidewalk. So yeah, backyard patio views. And that's the nice thing about tiny homes is you can utilize the outside space as living space. So we'll come on back in. We're going to go through some walls, but we're going to head over to the bathroom. So you come into the bathroom here. You have the shower just right in there on the left side, the sink in front of you, and then the bath toilet back behind. But I thought this was nice too with the shelving from Dream Home Decorator. All right, up we go. By the way, this is just the base game wood. Hardwood floors, I should say. Just so you know. All right, up we go to the top floor. So this is the lofted bedroom area. You can see I switched out that dresser. Like I said, I put the Eco Lifestyle one in. I thought it was more matching with the style. But same thing, it still functions. They can look at their outfits and stuff. But you have the little office nook up there too, a skylight coming in. Could you imagine like trying to sleep there and the sun's just like blaring on you? That's like a natural alarm clock. Beautiful. You don't even need a rooster. Haha, cottage living. Anyway. And then we're going to just quickly I'm going to jump back into the next part of it in a second. I was just making sure that everything looked okay for one more screenshot. But I love that propped window with the bed. That's a nice view. But you also have this balcony outside, the master balcony, which we will go to in 1 minute. And it has those lounge chairs. Look at that nice view of the city, of people walking by, the river. It's so gorgeous. And the air conditioning unit, I love how that looks. It's such a nice touch there. I love it. And I really like this brick that I chose as well. I think it looks really nice for the factory look. So yeah, that is the tiny factory. If you would like to download it, it is on the gallery. My ID is Aliatana. I'm just typing in tiny factory right here. And I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much. I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.